Here's why I didn't buy the Jordan 4 Military Blues. Besides this pair that I bought to make a video on, I did not buy these in bulk for a few reasons that I'm going to cover in this video. So reason number one, they are pretty much sitting everywhere. Now they have sold out because there's been some time on them, but Nike was rumored to make 1.3 to 1.7 million pairs of these, right? So I instantly knew these were not going to be difficult to get. Let me give you for reference, like a few years ago when they dropped the UNC 4s, I believe the rumored stock wasn't even 100,000. Maybe it was 100, 200,000. So this is probably anywhere from 10 to 20 times as many pairs as those, which again, I see those pretty commonly. So these are going to be absolutely everywhere. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Obviously, this is a really good colorway, and I love this shoe. Like, this is one of my personal favorite Jordan 4s, which is why I'm buying this shoe. I'm probably going to keep it for myself, but that's besides the point. There's nothing wrong with the shoe. It just doesn't mean it's going to be a super high reselling shoe. So let's make the distinction here as well. If you're a new reseller, just because you like a pair, like I love this pair, doesn't mean you should spend all your money trying to get it, all right? I have a ton of new clients inside of my accelerator, and that's their biggest distinction that they need to make is, hey, hype doesn't always mean profitable, right? Especially when we're talking about new releases where we make a ton of them. Another reason why this shoe isn't the best for resale value is because it retails too high. A shoe retailing $215 is just a very high retailing shoe, meaning you would have to sell it for upwards of $240 on the very low end to $250 just to even make a slight amount of profit on StockX or Go, right, after fees. You're pretty much losing money. So that just makes the shoe even harder, right? The shoe would have to sell over $250 for you to make any money at all. Even if it's sold for $300, you're pretty much making just $50 a pair, which again isn't super ideal. But let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say you have, a bunch of plugs and connections and people that buy directly from you, and you can sell these for $300 a pair, and you're making $50 per pair, after fees or whatever, right? I'm going to give you a comparison between this shoe that you can make $50 on, and that's, best case scenario, compared to another shoe, which are these LeBrons I'm about to show you that I've also made more than $50 on. So I bought these LeBrons for $85, sold them on Poison and made a $70 profit, which is pretty insane, right? But the key there is how much I spent. So not only did I make a $70 profit, which would be more than what you'd make on these pairs, but on top of that, I spent 3 times less, right? Because it was so cheap. These were only $85. Or if it's a shoe that retails $215, after tax, you're paying even more than that, right? Got to keep that in mind. But this shoe, for the money spent, the margin is so much better. So my key focus I want to encourage you to do is, hey, look for shoes like these that you can get really, really cheap, that have really, really good margins, so you're not wasting all that money up front. At least for me, when I started out, I only had $1,000, meaning I couldn't even buy 5 pairs of these if I wanted to. So let's compare the profit, right? Let's say I did have $1,000 and I bought 4 pairs of these. I get only maximum off of 4 pairs that with my $1,000 make $200 profit. So a 20% margin off of just 4 pairs, right? Versus these, I can buy 12 pairs, make 70, right? If my math's right, let's see what the math is. It would be around $840 in profit. I just did that in my head, so hopefully I'm right, off of just this shoe, right? So again, maximum you can make with this one out of $1,000 worth of shoes would be $200. On this one, you can make $840. So this shoe is technically 4 times as profitable as one of these. I'm gonna give you guys some other examples just in case this point doesn't stick. Check out some of these client results just from a few days ago, but these LeBrons, member purchased these for $50. Sold them for $120, so that's a $70 profit, and he spent even less money than I did. He spent only $50 on this shoe. And you got to realize there's just much more, money to work with. He paid $50 for a shoe that retails $200, so the buyer paying $120 for that shoe, right, is getting that shoe $80 under retail. The seller's making $70, right? So there's a $150 price difference there that they can make, and there's a ton of volume and profit to be made just from that alone. Versus again, shoes like these, in order to make money from it, don't worry, we can still get these under retail, and that's where you can make money. I had a client pick these up for 25% under retail because Jordan was having a sale. These were on the Nike backend, so I think he paid $160 something for these. Now this shoe becomes profitable, right? So when you're getting them under retail, these are starting to hit outlets as well. When you're using 15% off, when you're using all these discounts and stuff at the stores or online, that's where you can actually make money on these shoes. But at retail, again, just the margin isn't really there. So I guess this video is a little bit of a lie. I didn't go for these in bulk, that's for sure. And I said I'm not gonna buy them. But when I find them under retail, you best believe I am gonna buy them because that's where you can make money on them. And that's what I do with every shoe, right? I'm always trying to get these shoes for sale and way under retail. I'll buy any shoe, I'll buy any product, doesn't matter, as long as I'm getting it for a good price. So if that's something you guys are interested in, I am launching our group to the public on June 8th. You can click the link down below to join our waitlist, right? And once you get in, if you join the waitlist, you're 100% saved. You have a good spot inside of the server for you. And we're gonna be teaching you guys how we're getting shoes like these under retail, like I just showed in this video. Or if you don't even wanna go for these, how you can make money off of these bricks, right? It's the main stuff we cover in our group. I have a 5-hour course inside of our group just for our paid private members. And you get to work with me, right? Every single week we have live weekly calls where you can hear from me or my team members. It's a really, really awesome community. You guys are gonna love to be a part of it. And again, our goal with that group is to help people get to $1 million in profit per month with 1,000 members. So we get to 1,000 members, all doing $1,000 a month in profit or more. We're doing $1 million of profit per month as a group no other groups are doing that. I think that would be an amazing goal, and I'd love to have you along the ride for it. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you hit a pair of these or not. If you went for them, if you made money on these, let me know. Again, I'm not saying you can't make money, but there's better ways in my opinion. So other than that, guys, have a good rest of your day and stay blessed.